Well, Bull Rush is melee, so I mean you can go ahead and use your Dex modifier. Even though I honestly, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that at all because Bull Rush is using your physical strength, not Dex. But seeing that it is in the mechanic that you can use your Dex, you can go ahead and use your Dex modifier. But I don't agree with that. I may change it. I may house rule that later. So just for Bull Rush though,
Now,
because I
Dave,
mean,
you know there's a difference between charge and bull rush, right?
correct. Hmm.
Okay, I think he said he was charging.
Oh, okay. All right. So if you want to charge, go ahead and charge, man. That's fine. I thought you said Bull Rush. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's okay. Is that granted +2?
Let
No,
me.
it does not.
No, I got to double check real quick.
Charge says it moves and then make a melee basic attack or a bull rush.
Usually that does end up being Bull Rush. That's.
Right.
One second. I'm gonna redo several of these cards, so to get a
I mean, we can just say
couple
I just
more
moved up.
things.
I was thinking
No,
Pathfinder rules.
no, it's okay. Well, just give me 1 second. Yeah, whenever you have to be 2 squares away to charge, and you get a +1 to attack. You get a +1 to attack. I knew it was a
Cool.
bonus,
All
but
right.
I knew it was either 1 or 2. I just had to double check. So charge is a +1 to attack.
And then what do I get for him not acting yet?
Let's see. I don't think you. I think it's the ranger that gets that. Hold on. I believe you get. Isn't it first strike or something like that? Yeah, hold on 1 second.
I don't see first strike on my card.
Yeah, I'm adding it in right now. 1 second. It's like I said, you do 8 of these and try to rush them in, and there you go. First strike's in there now. So there you go. You get combat advantage on anything that hasn't had an attack yet. Well, a turn.
Excellent. Is that me or just the ranger?
No, it's just you. It's the first strike class feature.
Ah, okay, there it is. All right, yeah. So it's gonna be this roll here +3. Right. I get +2 for advantage and then 1 for the charge.
Yep, that is right.
13.
A 13 is a miss on the skeleton. Not a horrible miss, but it is a miss nonetheless. Alright, so next up is a creature that you can't quite see yet. However, you sense that you're being shot at. So I will get combat advantage. Alright. Which could be a +2. So you get struck with an arrow coming from the south. And once your eyes start to focus and everything, you can see that there are two more goblinoid type of figurines. Well, two more goblinoid types of figures behind that wall that I was telling you about. And you just got lunged in the side with an arrow. And I'm gonna roll some damage for you now. 6 plus 4. Oh, actually it's 2d6 plus 4. Alright, you get hit for a total of 13 damage.
Ooh. I am bloodied.
Ooh. One shot? Aye. Oh, you didn't use any of your healing surges to heal back up?
I was already pretty much at max.
Ah, okay. I gotcha. Alright, so that's it for that target. Next up is the skeleton that is attacking you. Go ahead and give it an attack of opportunity because it is firing a ranged weapon at you. So you get a free attack on him. And that is a very solid hit. And as the skeleton stands up, starts to pull its bow back, go ahead and do your damage. You probably will destroy him. Yeah, you send him back to the pile of bones that he came from. He is now down. And moving through all of these squares with the rocks, and this is all ×2 movement. Not in the middle here. This is just normal because that's just light pebbles and everything. But I'm talking about these types of squares. You got the statue here, and then the piles of bones. Those will cost you too. So the skeleton goes down, and it's right back down into the pile of bones it came from. Very nice shot. Alright, next up is the next goblin. It is going to fire an arrow, and the lucky recipient is the ranger.
The cleric is going to be right back for a bathroom break.
Yeah, no problem.
Of course, as a rogue dies.
14 versus armor class.
Hey, dwarves have large livers but small bladders.
That's a miss.
Alright, next up is the skeleton in front. He will also fire at the rogue as well. 23 versus armor class, and you get hit
That's
for 3 damage. Alright.
To the rogue, right?
Yep, to the rogue. And next up, I will sidestep, and I will fire an arrow at the... So from the darkness, an arrow emerges and is being launched towards the wolf. So Snots is being attacked. Old Snots. And Snots is a 15 versus armor class. Does that hit Snots?
A 15 is a hit.
Alright.
The wolf yelps.
Yikes. Snots gets hits for max damage, 16.
He is hit for 6.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Yep.
Okay, let's make that yelp more like a loud yelp as he drops.
Is that a ballista back there?
Yeah, it's actually just a couple goblins back there. Alright. One more goblin, last goblin. Attacking the ranger. 28 versus armor class.
Hit.
And you get hit for 15 damage, almost max damage. Alright, so...
And I'm bloodied.
Alright, next up is Zantag. Ooh! 2 party members
Okay,
bloodied
that
already.
does not make me happy.
Alright, so that's it. I will not have any more advantage because they are going to now see these guys.
And of course, that skeleton right in front of me.
Alright.
Reap the harvest time.
Reap the harvest, sir, and I hope you reap it.
Oh yeah. And I probably don't.
No, 16 versus armor class is it's a hit. It's a solid hit.
Oh wow. Nice.
So this skeleton shatters as well. So as soon as it gets stood up, before it can get his bow notched and attacked, it gets sent right back to the abyss that it came from. So nice kill. Another dead skeleton.
And for a minor,
Huh.
of course, Mr. Rogue.
Alright, so our cleric, is he still AFK?
I think so.
It wasn't a double crit, it was just max
minor
damage with combat
for rogue.
advantage.
With a +4 to a surge.
So combat advantage added an additional 1d6. Alright, so the cleric is back, right? Or no?
What happened? You're healing me?
Dave, do you get the healing word I was using on the rogue?
Okay, that would be good. So you get back the rogue gets to take a healing surge, so you will go to I guess
+4 for it.
surge value +6. So the rogue has definitely used a few surges as well. All right. So that means you have one
11.
more. Yep, you're above bloody now.
Yep.
All right, sounds good.
How many surges does the rogue have left now?
He's probably used 2 or 3 of them by now.
Started with 8. Down to 6.
All right, is the cleric back yet? All right, so I'll go ahead and I'll play the cleric for this round. So we'll go ahead and we'll move the cleric up 1. Heal the ranger. So you'll go ahead and take a surge. And surge plus surge value +3. So Lovo, you will get back a total of 10 and deduct a surge. All right.
I'm no longer bloodied.
All right, that sounds good as well. All right, next up is the last skeleton, which skeleton will, let's see, move 3 squares. 1, 2. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, I can move 1 more square. And I move back to what appears to be the wall. That is my movement, and I've taken double movement through 2 squares. Well, double cost because of the square and this square. So, and I will fire an arrow at the druid. And I hit with a 23 versus armor class. And you will take you'll take a total of 3 damage from the bow shot. And that is it for the skeleton. Alright, so we are at Lovo now, so the ranger's up.
What would it cost me to do a perception check on the floor to see if it would collapse?
It is sagging pretty bad, especially the description was the floor in the center of this room is a sagging ruin that looks dangerously unstable. So, I mean, if you want to do a quick dungeoneering check, I will let you know.
Where exactly is it sagging at?
Basically, from here to here, basically the entire middle of the tower. So you think with the way that it's sagging, Lovo, you think that it possibly could, with with any surmountable amount of weight, would possibly make that thing cave in. It's something that you would just have to take a chance and see. I mean, it's just you're not 100% sure without getting down there and inspecting it and everything else. I mean, just at a first glance, looks like it's definitely very unstable. And it could, it definitely, somebody could fall through. I mean, if they're heavy enough. So.
All right, and would that have been a free action or?
That's a free action. I'm gonna let you have that as a free action, as a glance. Mm-hmm.
All right, that's my movement, and then for a minor action, I'm gonna use my daily.
All right.
And I'm gonna put that over the rogue.
Oh, what is that now?
The Stalker's Mist is around the rogue.
All right.
And I'll take a shot at the skeleton.
All right. So, Stalker's misses. The burst creates a zone that lasts until the end of the counter. So squares within this zone are heavily obscured to the enemies. So that'll basically give a -5 roll to everything that is in that zone. And what I'm going to do, I'm also going to change it to another color so you can see it a little bit better. Let's go with the red. So you're centering it on the road, right?
Correct.
Okay, so actually all three of you will be affected by it. So
Ew. Sorry for being gone so long.
that's okay, man. I used one of your healing words. I moved you up as well a little bit. So I put a healing word on the ranger because he was at a bloodied status. So you still have one. You still have one healing word left. So, all right. So
Can do.
now that you've cast the 3x3 minor action, Dark Fire, you go ahead and do your attack if you want. Your standard. You will take no penalties, so you can see
on the
out
skeleton.
perfectly. Okay, sounds good. /20 versus armor class is a hit. All right.
6 damage.
The skeleton goes down in a pile of bone. Nice shot. Anything else?
Nope.
All right. So next up is Warner. You're up.
Okay. I'm assuming the arrows are coming from the south. I would see that, right?
Correct. You can start as you come around the corner. You can see what appears to be a platform on the southern wall, and you also see a wall that is giving concealment to, well, partial concealment to what appears to be two goblinoid figures. As as you turn around the corner, you can see that they do represent goblins. As as your vision starts to focus a little bit better. All right. So, as you move straight across, with the weight of your heavy armor and everything, the floor basically collapses.
That's what I figured.
Man, it was worth a shot. There was only going to be a certain amount of only several people that were going to make that happen, but
I was one of them. You call me fat?
I'm calling the Dragonborn fat. So there you go. As you can see on the battle map now, there is basically this entire area has caved in. And real quickly before you, except for one portion of the floor, and I'm gonna make the floor attack you, which is gonna be fun because that's what the traps do. And all right, so I'm gonna do a ooh. All right, and that is a 23 versus reflex.
Definitely.
All right, so you fall through the ceiling down to the first floor, crumbles. I need to give you some damage. All right. Ooh, wow, that's a lot. You take a total of 11 fall damage, which is I rolled a 10 and a 1 for 2d10. So you take a total of 11 fall damage. You are prone, and you can get back up here. It will take you, I'm going to say, 2 rounds to get back up here. So starting this round, next round, you won't be able to, you'll still be running up the stairs, but the round after that, you'll be ready to go. So I'm just going to set your token back. That's the end of your turn. Took 11 damage. Everyone else hears this massive crash. The floor just engulfs the Dragonborn, and Lovo and Feanor are looking over going, oh shit, that had to hurt. So, all right,
Hurry
you
up.
can see that the
I'd probably say
Dragonborn is...
something.
All right, so that's it for the Dragonborn. So now we're up to a new foe, which a new foe starts to emerge from behind the... Over here, as you guys can now see that your eyes are now focused, you can see that this goblin has a large staff, and he starts to wave his staff around, and looks like he is casting a spell. Alright, so I need to pull out another... Oh, wow. This is a burst 3 within 10. Wow. That basically covers the entire frickin' room almost. Wow. Alright. Whew. That's vicious. color. I'm trying to find a color that pops up. Alright. Alright, so this mist starts to erupt all around you, and it is a necrotic type of, a purple type of necrotic type of gas emerges, and everyone in this will take -2 to attacks. Alright, so this is a vexing cloud. Everyone takes a -2. And that is a standard action. And that is it for the Hexer. His movement and standards down. Next up is Rack.
I'm going to do 2 minors first. Put my sword away. Take out my bow. And do a movement and shoot. Can I do that?
It's going to cost you a minor to pull out your bow. The free action, the bow's free action to load it. So
2 minors. Put
right.
my sword away. My axe away. Bring out my bow.
Minor. Okay, you can't move. You can't move, no, because you got a minor and a minor. Putting your weapon away is a minor. Pulling out another one is a minor. And loading it is free. But if you want to shoot it, I will let you shoot it from where you're at. You could shoot one of the goblins, and you will not be affected by a -2 from where you're at, because you are not in the vexing cloud. Just remember, anytime you pull a weapon out is a minor. You put a weapon away is a minor. But you can drop your weapon for a free action. But I don't know if you want to drop your weapon in case you charge.
No.
So, okay.
I'll shoot at one of the goblins.
But
then.
you can do a move minor. If you look on the actions card, you can do option D, which is a move action and 2 minors. You can pull your bow out, put your weapon away and move if you want to, and then attack next round. Or you can take an action point and still attack. That's up to you.
No, I'll put my sword away, take out my bow, and I'll shoot at the goblin that has partial cover.
Okay, and which one are you going to attack?
The one on the right.
Okay, so you're attacking this guy right here. Sounds good. You'll get a -2 to hit.
Are we able to see these guys?
Yeah, you guys are able to see this stuff now, aren't you?
For me, it's pretty dark over there.
Well, yeah, it's not lit, but yeah, you can still see. 11 versus.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
11 versus armor class is a miss there. Yeah. Action points or anything? Or are you done?
Done.
Okay, Feanor, you're up. Now, what were you saying?
They're not under like concealment or anything like that.
Yeah, they were at first, but now they're not. So now, Gim, seeing that where he's at, there's the wall. There's a wall here as you guys were ascending up to the staircase. He won't be able to attack anything, say, in this area here, because of where he's at, because of the walls. Now, you guys can fire freely, straight down. Now, if you're going to attack, these goblins up on the scaffold, that's fine. You guys are not going to get any kind of penalty. If you attack the ones behind the wall, absolutely, you'll definitely get a penalty, a -2 penalty for concealment on those.
Okay, cool. I was just saying, because like in Pathfinder,
Hey, turn-based, this is
they're not
Dungeons and
well-lit,
Dragons Essentials.
they get a concealment chance, or like a chance to miss, right? So I was just seeing if that's what's happening here.
Yeah, no problem. Now, you guys, remember, you guys have light sources too. So you guys can throw light sources to lighten up the area as well. You guys get sun rods. I gave everyone sun rods, so you can pull